Hello everyone, it's the Emperor Nosh. And with the brand new year approaching, means brand new anime as well, which is why we're here on the AniChart.net website to check out the new and upcoming anime for winter 2023. Just keep in mind that I won't be going through every single one of these for the season. Some of these are sequels, which I haven't actually seen the prequel to. So we'll probably skip those because I don't really have much to say in regards to those. Others, I'll probably just skip because it didn't appeal to me. But who knows, that could actually change throughout watching the anime season. And with that in mind, let's get right on into the winter 2023 anime season. Okay, first up, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this Japanese name because it's so long. But I know it's the Misfit of Demon King Academy Season 2. Another one I've been looking forward to watching. The first season was so fun. Just enjoyable. Just watching him just literally overpower everybody, including with his own heartbeat. Yeah, that's it's a funny thing. But unfortunately, obviously, if you haven't heard, the voice actor for the main character was changed. But I'm pretty sure it will still be a great show regardless. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, next up, we got Nagatoro Season 2. Yes, the comedy romance one. I remember watching this one. It was pretty fun. It's pretty fun. The first two episodes were felt like a little hard to get into, but afterwards it started to get much better and I started to enjoy it. So, second season, Miss Nagatoro is back for even more antics against Senpai in her next round of shenanigans. Alright, another one to look forward to. And I see another one peeking off in the distance right over here. Ah, yes. Bofuri, aka, I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense. I'm not even going to try to read Japanese. When it's this long, I'm not going to try. So it's the second season of Bofuri. I've been waiting for so long for this. I'm so glad it's here finally. It's an adorable show. It's a nice, fun adventure show, and it's main character just being OP. It's just fun. So let's just check out the synopsis here. The second season of Bofuri. The best offense is a great defense, and for the VR MMO gamer Kaede Hanjo, her defense is the best. Under her alias Maple, she and her guild journey through New World Online, gaining friends and foes through new battlefield quests. All those skill points, new defensive techniques, and no pain. Maple can't be stopped. And apparently episode 1 was streamed in advance on December 17th on the Katakawa Anime YouTube channel. Alright, so I guess you could check out season 1, episode 1. That's cool. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm definitely going to give this a watch. And I know I didn't mention it, but obviously I'm going to give Nagatoro a watch, and I'm also going to give Misfit Demon Academy a watch as well. Let's go ahead and move on. We'll probably get some actual newer ones in and not just sequels coming in a moment. Alright, to start ourselves off on some brand new anime. Even though this isn't new into the game world, it is new to the anime world. We got Nier Automata, which is based off a video game. I've heard of the video game, haven't tried it yet. I really want to. I probably will. It's fantasy sci-fi, I expected, and the synopsis is as such. The distant future, 5012. The sudden aerial invasion of Earth by aliens and their creations, machine life forms, led mankind to the brink of extinction. The surviving number of humans who took refuge on the moon to organize a counterattack using android soldiers to recapture Earth. However, the war reaches a stalemate as the machine lifeforms continue to multiply infinitely. In turn, humanity deploys a new unit of android soldiers as an ultimate weapon. Yorha, newly dispatched to Earth, 2B, joins 9S, the analyst currently stationed there, where amid their mission, They encounter a myriad of mysterious phenomena. This is the story of these lifeless androids and their endless fight for the sake of mankind. Now, if I play the game, I probably better understand this, but that doesn't mean I won't still check it out. Considering the game looked cool, I'm sure the anime will probably be cool too. And it's by A1 Pictures, so I mean, it couldn't be that bad. Could not be that bad. All right, moving on. Oh, we got Kyoko Suri season 2. That's like Inspector season 2. I didn't expect this second season to come out now. I know it was like said a long time ago. I completely forgot about it. But I don't know. I'm not sure how I felt about the first season when I watched it. Like, it wasn't super appealing to me. I watched it all the way through. It's just, I don't know. I'll have to think if I'm gonna watch season 2 or not. It's under the comedy mystery tag, which pretty much is the case for what season 1 was like. So we'll go ahead and see about that one. To the next one. We got Tomo-chan wa Onanoko by Leidu Studios. I have never heard of that studio. Comedy romance. Boyish high school girl, Aizawa Tomo, finally manages to tell her childhood friend June that she's got a crush on him. Unfortunately, her confession goes right over his head. That is pretty typical for these romance animes. He didn't even realize she was a girl until junior high. Okay. And even now, June still thinks of her as a bro. How can Tomo-chan possibly convince him otherwise and win June's heart? Huh. So the guy thought the girl was a guy until junior high and still thinks of her as a bro, so he can't say yes. And now she's trying to convince him and win his heart. Kind of like another layer. Okay. I don't know. Seems kind of like it'd be fun. I might go ahead and check that out. See how that goes. Comedy romance, you know, it's kind of fun. So yeah, we'll probably give that a check out. All right, next up we got Spy Kyoshitsu. Is this like Spy Classroom? I think it might be Spy Classroom. By Studio Feel. I haven't heard about that one. Action comedy, and obviously I like my spy animes. They're great. I remember things like Princess Principal. That was pretty fun. But let's check out the synopsis. Conflict-ravaged nations now deploy covert operatives instead of missiles. Man, that's a sentence. Lily is recruited into spy training, but her practical skills are absolutely abysmal. Ouch. Desperate to pass, she leaps at the chance to join the mysterious Tomoshibi team. Too bad, the team is filled with even more hopeless spies. Together they must conquer the impassable mission and best their genius instructor. But the true purpose behind their classroom is more harrowing than they imagine. Oh. So abysmal practical skills gets thrown into a team of other hopeless spies, and they're trying to conquer an impassable mission. I don't know, I think that sounds like a lot of fun. For a spy show too, that sounds like it would be great. Definitely gonna give that one a go. I know I saw this one before, like, not like saw it before, like, I mean, just like saw in watching that, hey, this particular one is coming. So yeah, I'll probably check it out. Let's go on to the next one. All right, I forgot the English name. I remember something like, oh, the angel next door like spoils me rotten or something. Otonari no tenshi-sama ni itsu no manika dame ningen ni sareteta gen. From Project Number 9. I have heard about that studio too. I don't remember what they do though. Amane lives in an apartment, and the most beautiful girl in school, Mahiru, lives just next door. Yeah, comedy romance already fulfilled here. They've almost never spoken until the day he sees her in distress on a rainy day and lends her his umbrella. To return the favor, she offers him help around the house, and a relationship slowly begins to blossom as the distance between them closes. Okay, standard comedy romance. All right, should be just a little fun little, watch, something to give you the positivity for the week. So I will probably go ahead and watch that. Nothing much to be said. Moving on. Don Machi. I know that there was a second core of the 4th season, so yeah, I knew that was coming. I've gotten this far. Might as well keep going. Sometimes it has its on seasons, sometimes it has its off seasons. Not much to say. JC staff again. And second corp. Okay. From Pine Jam Studios, we got Kubo-san wa Mab wo Yurusanai. Don't know what that means. We have another comedy romance. There's a lot of comedy romances this season. Guess they're just starting off the new year strong with some comedy romances. Alright, cool. Junta Shiriashi has just one goal: to experience you to the fullest. But this is easier said than done. Junta is so socially invisible that people at school would swear he skipped class, even when he's sitting right behind them. Everything changes when Junta meets Nagisa Kubo. She's the only person who pays Junta any attention, and her constant teasing is sure to turn Junta's quiet life upside down because Kubo won't let him be invisible. Oh, okay, so this is the one about the invisible, essentially a socially invisible person. And somebody comes in and kind of ruins that. I think I'm getting a combination of Takagi-san vibes and Nagatoro-san vibes, maybe one of those kind of ideas. Which that means this could be a fun show. So I will probably check that out. All right, to the next one. Oh yeah, this one. I remembered now that this one is coming. Season 2 of Kamitachi ni Hirowareta Otoko 2, which is I think By the Grace of the Gods. So an isekai, season 2. Guy that essentially tames slimes. So the synopsis is second season. The story will set 3 years after the end of the first season, when Ryoma and Eliaria, whatever, I'm not gonna try, promise to reunite. Very simple synopsis, adventure fantasy, typical isekai type thing. All right, checking out the next one. We got Kuri Zokusei Danshi to Cool Na Doryo Joshi from Zero G and Liber. I think I've heard of Liber. I don't think I've heard of Zero G. I think this is I saw the name before. Something about a cool guy or something. Well, anyway, comedy romance. There's another one. The setting is a workplace where a snowy white romance blows in like a blizzard. Himuro is a descendant of Yuki Onis living in modern times and a newbie office worker. When he gets emotionally overwhelmed, he ends up causing blizzards or starts building snowmen at igloos. Whenever his secret romantic feelings for his unique yet kind coworker Fuyutsuki intensifies, he sometimes ends up freezing those around him. Then there is Fuyutsuki. Everyone always sees her as the cool type, but Fuyutsuki is actually also pretty curious about her mysterious coworker, Himuro. Their relationship continues to gradually evolve daily through work and work events. Eventually they start to spend time with each other outside of work. But they're both a bit awkward, and when it comes to love, so they just can't seem to get any closer. A heartwarming workplace fantasy rom-com starring a seemingly cool couple is about to begin. Sounds interesting, especially with the whole, freezing concept. It's kind of like he has, special powers that just happen when his emotions are at a high. So, another comedy romance. It wouldn't hurt to check out an episode or two. I'm not sure how well it's gonna go, but I'll probably check it out. See how it goes. All right, we got this one. We got the second season of another isekai. I think this one's the fruit evolution. One sec. Okay, the fruit of evolution. That's what it was. Fruit of evolution. Yes, this is then the isekai. I just remember it because it has the VA for Zenitsu as the main character. I don't know. It was kind of fun. Is it the best in the world? No. I was surprised it got a second season though. Action comedy from Hotline. I think they did that one too the last time. I probably will give it a shot because I have seen the first season all the way through. We'll see how it goes. All right, next up. Oh, this one. I've heard this one going around. I think it's like Inoue's dog or something, or wait 1 second. My life as Inouke-san's dog. Oh, this is like a perspective of a dog. It's comedy ecchi too. Oh, it's kind of interesting already if you think about it from that point of view. Like even the images is showing us from the lower down point of view, like we're an inferior being to them. All right, let's check out the synopsis here. They say every dog has his day. That's especially true for our protagonist, who has just turned into a dog and now lives every day under the care of his crush Inukai-san. So wait, this is like reincarnation isekai type thing? What? I did not expect that. She happily dotes on her new companion, and while he wants to return to human form someday. Okay. So it's not an isekai, he's just human form. He's just a human got turned into a dog. There's something wonderful about being cared for by the person he loves. Enjoy life through the eyes of a dog, and my life is Inukai-san's dog. The ecchi tag really adds to some interesting ideas and concepts for sure. I might give it a look. I'm not sure. Yeah, I might see how that goes. It's an interesting concept, so we'll probably check that out. Moving on. Okay, we got Ayakashi Triangle. Action, comedy, and ecchi. Ah, yes. The triple threat from Studio Connect. Okay, I've heard that studio for plenty of different ones. That's, you know. The image is interesting. Japan may be brimming with mysterious monsters called Ayakashi, but they have a special exorcist ninja force to counter the threat. Cool. Young exorcist ninja Matsuri spends his days fighting Ayakashi to protect his childhood friend Suzu. But when Ayakashi, cat named Shirogane, shows up, things get turned upside down. Okay. I can't say much about that. I do like action. I do like comedy. Comedies are nice. It might be very interesting to check out because I don't know what to expect. Might be pretty good. Might be pretty fun. Who knows? Let's check the next one. We got Oni-chan wa Oshimai, a comedy slice of life. Yeah, comedy tags everywhere too. By Studio Bind. I don't think I've heard that one before. Unless it happened a long time ago. I don't know. Let's see. The art style looks kind of interesting. But let's see. The synopsis is as such. We got Mahiro Oyama was just a normal, erotic, game-loving dude. Oh. Well, this is starting off strong. Until he woke up one morning as a woman. Okay, wow. That flipped. Turns out his mad scientist little sister, Mihari, tried out one of her new experiments on him with a disastrous outcome as far as Mahiro is concerned. But Mihari is as determined to study him as he is determined to go back to his shut-in game-playing life. And one thing's for sure, life is gonna get a whole lot weirder from here on out. So we got Mihari and Mahiro. That's so... those names really rot my brain. And his little sister turned him into... His mad scientist little sister turned him into a woman. Fascinating. I can see the comedic aspects now. It sounds like it could be fun. Definitely probably worth checking out. Maybe giving an episode or two to see how it goes. And See if it's worth continuing onwards, right? All right, next one. We got. Oh God, that name. Eiyu o bu wo kimi wa meru tame tenseisu toshite sekai yo no minare kishi, which let me see what it roughly translates to. Oh, reborn to master the blade from something. Okay, it's this one. So I'm assuming by the reborn part, another isekai. Yeah, I think we got quite a few of those and a bunch of romantic comedies. There's a lot. This place is stacked already for this season. But let's check it out. Action adventure. That's pretty typical for, a fantasy world stuff. After living a life devoted to serving his country and people, Inglis, one wish to be free of a king's burden and to train was actually heard, but as a beautiful girl. That's the second one where someone just turned into a girl this season. Reborn in the far future as a daughter to renowned knights, Inglis can now focus on mastering the martial arts. The wish has been granted, and Inglis will be on the front lines fulfilling the dream of becoming the strongest knight. Yeah, there's not much to say off of that. Just reborn as a woman knight in fantasy world. That's pretty much it. But we'll go ahead and check that out, because I'd watch a lot of isekais. It's not a problem, okay? Let's just go on to the next one. I think this is the line of isekais coming now. All right. Thank you. Onmyoji no isekai tenseki. Yes, there's the isekai. All right, so Studio Blanc or Blanc. Whatever. Blanche? I don't know which one it is. Action adventure. You can't be happy if you're just strong, even if you're the strongest exorcist in the world. Exorcist Haruyoshi Kuga, called an unrivaled genius, is betrayed by the imperial court and about to die. Resolving to be happy in his next life, he uses a secret reincarnation technique he created and reincarnates in another world. And so he receives a new name, Seika, a new life, and a new life. What I lacked in my previous life was cunning. In this life, I'll be more calculating and find happiness. With the strongest exorcist techniques and strong demons working with him, what lies ahead for him? The peaceful life he wants? Or this is the start of a story no one's ever seen before. The story of the strongest exorcist in a fantasy world. So Exorcist Isekai, we got that now. Add that to the list. Nothing much to say. Exorcist in a fantasy world. Moving on. Tensei Ojo to Tensai Rejo no Maho Kakume. Is this an isekai? Fantasy romance. Oh, wait, there is in this one. Like around on the internet. Despite her supposed inaptitude with regular magic, Princess Anisphia defies the expectations by developing magicology, a unique magical theory based on memories from her past life. One day she witnesses the brilliant noble woman Euphilia unjustly stripped of her title as the kingdom's next monarch. That's when Anisphia concocts a plan to help Euphilia regain her good name, which somehow involves them living together and researching magic. Little do these ladies know, however, that their chance encounter will alter not only their own futures, but those of the kingdom and the entire world. Not an isekai, just a fantasy romance, but still, I'm convinced to check this out. This definitely seems like it's going to be some interesting magical stuff, because they're apparently altering the kingdom for the entire world. Altering the kingdom and the entire world, I mean. So we'll have to see how that goes. And considering this is little like light and dark kind of state to the image, it kind of interests me. So yeah, we'll probably check that out. Moving on. Tsundere Akuyaku Rejo Lizalet to Jikyo no Endo kun to kasetsu no Kobayashi-san. So it is roughly translated to like I think it's another tsundere. It's a tsundere villainous or something. Okay, so we have another one of those. The whole villainous main character thing. We had that like twice now. So this is the third one. And it's comedy fantasy. Okay, that's cool. I like comedy fantasy. Endo and Kobayashi just decided to play a magical romance and otome game. Yeah, there it is. This is the third otome with a villainous. An otome game featuring a devious villainess named Liselet. Kobayashi thinks Liselet is a traditionally dastardly villain, but Endo insists Liselet is just misunderstood. The pair bicker and argue about Liselet's characters and motivations, but little do they know that Liselet's in-game fiancé can hear their every word, and their colorful chatter will lead him down a completely different path than his character is supposed to tread. Oh. So they're not actually like in the world per se. It's just the in-game fiance can hear every word. And it's changing the game essentially. It's changing the ultimate game. That's actually kind of interesting. I didn't expect that. I just kind of expected it to be similar formula to the last two, where they just come in with the game knowledge and everything. But this time an in-game character gains the knowledge. So that's fascinating. I definitely want to see how this goes, how it plays out. So I'll probably go ahead and check that one out and see how that goes. Moving on. And I see the word isekai already. Here we go. Starting off. Isekai nonbiri noka. Wish. Oh, farming life in another world. Hey, this is another farming one. We just had a farming one this last season. Okay, it says just fantasy, but apparently it's isekai too, because it said isekai. So, life cut short by illness at just 39 years old. Machio Hiraku knows not to take simple blessings for granted. When godlike figure gives him a given a chance to live again. That kind of just sounded wrong. Like, just completely like, Hiraku has only the simplest of wishes for his new life. To be healthy, to live peacefully, to speak the local language, and to spend his days on an idyllic farm. Fresh air, sunshine, honest work, and a good company combined to form the happy, peaceful existence Hiraku has always dreamed of. We had a farm-obsessed person last season, and we're going to have a farm person this season. Maybe not obsessed, but still. Okay. I mean, doesn't hurt to check it out. I don't know how well it's going to go. Farming is not generally the most fun thing in the world, but it depends on how they handle it, I suppose. Because it just says fantasy, so we don't know if it's like adventure, if it's just a slice of life. We don't know where it's headed. Maybe it's just a mix of everything. Who knows? Let's check out the next one. Alright, we got Buddy Daddies from PA Works. Two professional contract criminals are up for their biggest mission yet, taking care of a child. I don't know what to think about that. They don't even have a tag. It's an original, apparently. I mean, contract criminals and taking care of a child. I don't know, I guess it depends on the setup. So maybe like 1 or 2 episodes to see like how it goes, where it's headed. Because other than that, we don't really know what to think about where it's headed. The words contracted criminals and taking care of a child seems like it could be a fascinating experience. So maybe it's kind of like a bit of an action thing, trying to protect a child from danger. Who knows? Could try it. The name Buddy Daddies is kind of funny though. But we could probably give that a shot. See how an episode or so goes. Moving on. Ningen Fushin no Bokensha Tachi ga Sekai wo Tsukyu yo desu. Oh, it's adventurers who don't believe in humanity will save the world. That's the translation. Action adventure from Geek Toys. I might have heard that one before, I don't remember. Nick used to be a member of a veteran adventure party, helping his undisciplined friends with the accounts whenever he could. But what was his reward? Getting accused of embezzlement and kicked out by the leader he respected. Before long, he finds a few other jaded adventurers and kindred spirits, and together they form their own unstoppable party. Each episode streamed 1 week early on Abimo. Oh, okay. It's an adventure party type thing. I don't know. Action adventure. It could be interesting. But it might just be your standard action adventure with, you know, adventure party stuff. So who knows? It might not appeal to everybody. But it might be better than it seems to. Sometimes the synopsis doesn't tell us everything. Like that last one barely gave a synopsis. Alright, moving on. Oyukumi no Kaina. Kaina of the Great Snow Sea. A drama fantasy. A world blanketed in an endless and ever-growing ocean of snow. The people eke out of a living. Eke out of a living? I don't know what that means. Either huddled around the roots of enormous trees dotting the surface, or high in the canopy, which spreads over the planet's atmosphere. A chance meeting between Kaina, a youth from the canopy, and Lilia, a young woman from the surface, sets off a chain of events that will change the fate of the world. Drama fantasy. I mean, again, it's another one of those that's just like, the synopsis doesn't tell me enough that it might be good or it might not. Who knows? But, and it's also Polygon Pictures. I never heard of that one before. It's an original, so there's not any material to go off of. But it might be worth checking out. There's some pretty cool characters on that cover there, and maybe, I don't know if that art style will be good or not. It's a lot of different factors you gotta, you know, anticipate. Let's just go on ahead. I see the words isekai. Here we go. Benria, Saito-san, Isekai ni Iku, C2C. I don't know that one either. Handyman Saito in Another World. That's the translation. Adventure comedy. Handyman Saito has never been anyone special. All his life, he had average grades, ordinary athletic skills, a commonplace job. Same. But his unremarkable path takes a turn when he wakes up in another world. Unfortunately not same. No, I'm just kidding. Here, warriors, wizards, and elves accompany him on quests, delving deep into dungeons. And Saito realizes for the first time what it's like to be needed. After all, who other than the handyman could be trusted to open locked treasure chests or to repair his allies' equipment? Beginning with a simple thank you, this is the story of an ordinary person's fulfilling life. So it's an adventure comedy. Another typical kind of isekai deal. Going into dungeons and stuff. I don't know like what they could do differently, because it on the surface this sounds like adventuring isekai dungeon adventure kind of thing. You know, pretty normal, pretty commonplace. I mean, I'll still check it out, but I'm pretty sure this is not going to get a lot of people interested because it just sounds kind of average. I get it. I get it sounds pretty average. So, next one. Dondemo skill de isekai. There's another one. Horo meshi. Isn't campfire cooking in another world. There we go. Okay, so we got a cooking one. Adventure comedy. Mukoda Tsuyoshi, an ordinary salaryman, is suddenly transported into another world one day. The unique skill he gains upon arrival in his world is the seemingly useless online grocery. Mukoda is discouraged at first, but the modern foods he's able to bring to his new world using the skill prove to have some unbelievable effects. So wait, his skill lets him literally, like, get groceries online, essentially? Like, just bring groceries to that world? From his world? Okay. I don't know where that would go from there. I don't know what the plot would per se be. But it's an adventure comedy, so who knows? I don't know about the art style though, on the surface there. I don't know if that's the actual art style though. It might not be. Guess it's just something you gotta check out initially and see where it goes. If you don't like it, then drop it. And if you like it, then you continue on, right? That's just generally how some of these go, because the synopsises don't tell you much. Moving onwards. Okay, Hyoken no Manju Sushi ga Sekai wo Suberu. It looks like an academy. Oh, the Ice Blade Sorcerer shall rule the world. Action adventure. The Arnold Academy of Magic is a school for the elite. And Ray White, that's a name, is just an ordinary guy. I don't know, that name doesn't sound like an ordinary guy. In fact, he doesn't seem particularly skilled with magic at all, and is a bit of a klutz. Which is why he has nothing to do with the rumor that one of the great magicians, the Iceblade Sorcerer, is a member of the incoming class, right? Usually that means he is. So maybe OP anime protagonist, but not isekai, it's just fantasy adventure action stuff. Yeah, maybe. That's what it seems like on the surface. So, you know, average OP protagonist. I like my OP protagonist though, so probably give it a shot, see how it goes. I know, again, and not something normal on the surface that nobody's probably going to really touch unless they're interested in this kind of thing. Moving on. Alright, Studio Hibari High Card. After discovering that his orphanage was on the brink of closing due to financial stress, Finn, who is living freely on the streets, set out for a casino, with the aim of making a fortune. However, nothing could have prepared Finn for the nightmare that was awaiting him. Once there, Finn encountered a car chase and a bloody shootout caused by a man's lucky card. Finn will eventually learn what the shootout was about. The World Order can be controlled by a set of 52X playing cards with the power to bestow different superhuman powers and abilities to the ones that possess them. With these cards, people can access the hidden power of the buddy that can be found within themselves. There is a secret group of players called High Card, who have been directly ordered by the King of Fourland to collect the cards that have been scattered throughout the kingdom. While moonlighting as employees of the luxury car maker Pinochet, scouted to become the group's 5th member, Finn soon joins the players on a dangerous mission to find these cards. However, who's who? The rival car maker obsessed with defeating Pinochet and the Klondikes, the infamous mafia family, stand in the way of the gang. A frenzied battle amongst these card-obsessed players, fueled by justice, desire, and revenge, is about to begin. No tags at all. The source is other. It sounds like kind of like a shonen style thing, but no tag here again. Don't know how to go about this one. It has interesting vibes to it, and maybe it'll be good. And it looks like it's like literally actual playing cards. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but I kind of want to check it out to see where it will be headed. Because when you have like this kind of big thing, you just gotta check it out. Next up, we got Kaiko Sareta Ankoku Heshi 30 Die No Slow Na Second Life. Feeling in my 30s after getting fired from the Demon King's army. Okay. Fantasy slice of life, not an isekai because it's just Encourage Films. I think I heard that one too. I don't know, the art style is kind of a little weird, if that's the actual art style. The story centers on Dariel, a soldier in the Dark Lord army who cannot use magic. Instead, he wields his intellect, an initiative as an assistant to one of the Dark Lord's most trusted captains. But when the captain is summarily replaced, Dariel also loses his privileged position and is fired. In disappointment, he retires in a village of humans, getting a new start at life by using his abilities to accept requests for help. Okay, so he's just kind of helping people now. Fantasy slice of life after leaving the Demon King's army. That's interesting. Okay. I don't know. Quite a few of these. It's kind of average, but maybe it have some good moments. Who knows? I know I keep saying that. I just typically like fantasy. Will I be able to watch all of these? Probably not. Honestly, I'll probably have to like refrain from some of these. There's too many this season. It'd be too hard to watch everything. Moving on. Okay, I see isekai in this one. Rogo ni sonete isekai de etmanmai no kinka wo tamemasu. Mitsuha is an 18-year-old girl who's often mistaken for a middle schooler due to her childlike face and small stature. The story begins when she loses her parents and her older brother at the same time in an accident and ends up all alone in the world. She fails her university entrance exams due to the shock of losing her family. There are people who are after her parents' insurance money. She doesn't know whether she could go to college or start working. There are also lots of expenses to worry about. And the cost of maintaining the house, including living expenses. One day, as she worries about how she'll survive, she's given the world jumping ability by a mysterious being that allows her to go back and forth between this world and an isekai. Now that she has this ability, she comes up with a plan for the future in which she saves 1 billion yen in each world for a total of 2 billion yen, 80,000 gold coins. Huh. So she can jump between her normal world and the isekai world at will, and she's trying to save up money in both worlds. I don't know. It's kind of strange, but I'm interested. I know I say that for a lot of these, but I'm pretty interested in this one because I don't know where it's gonna go. Like, it only says fantasy, so we don't really know much about that. I don't know if she's gonna go through some like marketing schemes or what. I guess we'll find out after we see like one episode or so to see where it is headed. All right, next we got Revenger Agiato. Action, just action, okay. As master assassin, Usui Yuen looks into the series of assassinations made on the Grand Samurai clan, the Satsuma. He encounters Karima Raizo, member and survivor of one of the attacks. Together they discover the true nature of these murders is bigger than overstolen resources. As they get closer to the truth, they will come out alive to exact revenge. Will they come out alive to exact revenge? Okay, so samurai action. Okay. If you like action anime, this might be something up your alley, you know. I'd probably be willing to at least check it out, but if not, oh well. It's one of those things. Again, can't watch every one of them. Sometimes you don't have that kind of time, but it could be cool. Onward. Okay, we got Sugar Apple Fairy Tale Adventure Fantasy. JC Staff. Okay, we know that one. That's one for a lot. In a world where fairies are bought and sold to the highest bidder, humans aren't exactly on friendly terms with the Fae folk. But friendship is exactly what Anne Halford seeks with Chal, her new fairy bodyguard. Though he's not so keen on the idea. As his new master, Anne tasks him with escorting her through a particularly dangerous area. But with a reluctant bodyguard eager to escape a life of servitude, she'll have to deal with a lot more than she bargained for. Huh, so fairies are bought and sold to the highest bidder in this world. And she has a fairy bodyguard. Interesting. I don't know. Adventure fantasy, the art style looks kind of cool. Probably worth seeing where it's headed. Some of these are really hard to tell where they'll be headed. And it's just like, well, I guess you gotta watch one episode. I know I keep reiterating that, but I guess you just have to on some of these because I don't know where to expect it to go otherwise. So I'll see. It was one that like looked appealing to me at first, so we'll have to see where it goes. Okay. Noke Monotachi no Yoru, which... Okay, The Tale of Outcasts, drama fantasy. Wisteria is an orphan girl living in the corner of the British Empire at the end of the 19th century. Her life is desolate and bleak until she encounters Malbus, a powerful but equally lonely immortal being with a furry appearance. Hounded by hunters. Together, Wisteria and Malbus roam the Empire populated by humans and human-like beasts in search of a place where they can live together in peace. Oh, kind of like maybe like more of exploration. So you're hanging out with this like furryish beast. I don't know. I'd probably give it a shot and give it a go. Sounds like it could be cool. Amusing, even, you know. Not much to say. Ashi Productions. Not sure. Let's check the next. Oh yeah, okay, so definitely checking this out. This is the last 11 episodes with Ash before in Pokemon, before it will swap off to the brand new main character anime for the Paldea region in Pokemon. I still watch, you know, Pokemon anime and everything, so definitely watching this. I'm sure a lot of people will be because it's the last 11 episodes with Ash. See where it will go because it's just 11. Not much to say. Wish you luck, Ash, on your journey forward after the 11 episodes and incoming brand new main character. Next up, we got Mo Ippon, which not really a good translation, so I'm not going to try. It's like Ippon again or something, which is just like, well, what does that even mean? Bakken record, slice of life sports. Oh, finally, we got a sports one on here. All right, after one last tournament and an embarrassing loss in the final round, Michi decides to call it quits on the sport of judo. Oh, judo. Between high school social activities and entrance exams, she'll have no time to compete in the martial arts she loves most. But putting aside old hobbies and a normal part of growing up, still, the love of judo lingers, and it comes back full force when she meets her new classmate Toa, the girl who bested Michi in her final match. Toa wants to form a judo club at their school, but she'll need new members to get it up and running. United by their love of judo, they'll throw in their passions into the ring together and score Ippon again. Okay, so it's like judo again, I guess. All right, that's cool. Well, we'll see. Sports are kind of generally where I don't go into sometimes, but I have seen some different sports ones. Never know. I've enjoyed some sports ones, so it might be worth checking out. Moving on. Alright, Technoroid Overmind, which has some very interesting art colors and everything on here. Dogai Kobo. Ah, yes. They are known for quite a few things. Music anime. Okay, the story of a wretched, beautiful android is set on the entertainment tower of Babel, a new source of hope for humanity after climate change has submerged the world underwater. Several unique musical instruments compete to rise to the top of Babel by moving the hearts of both humans and androids with their performances. Not much to say. I watched Tact Op, so I mean, I've seen a bunch of different music type anime too. Like a lot of the idol anime. I've seen Tact Op Destiny. Not Tact Op Destiny, it's just Tact Op, I think. Whatever. But see how it goes. I do like myself some music anime. I know I say that about all fantasy too, but yeah. So we'll see where that goes. Where it leads. Who knows? Okay, we got season 2 of D4DJ All Mix. Okay, so they're doing the season 2 finally. So not much to say. Another music anime, you know, songs and stuff like that. On the same line as, you know, like the Bang Dream franchise and stuff like that. Another music. I guess all the music ones are kind of down low. I guess they just have a lower fan base. Since I've seen the first season, most likely to check out the second. I don't expect people to. It's not a super popular genre. But we'll see how it goes. And next, Sorcerer Stabber Orphan, season 3. I forgot there's already been 2 seasons of the reboot. I know that there was a reboot because I know there was an actual series a long time ago, then they did the reboot. They did 2 seasons of that. And now this is the 3rd season sequel to the reboot. I didn't know it was coming now. That's cool. It's kind of, I don't know, it's semi-decently interesting. I like my magic style stuff. it has some very strange stuff in it though, tendencies. I know a lot of people don't like it. I've heard some things, but you know, I like to check things out before I go up based off of that. And I watched the last two. Might as well check out the third. Okay, and Cardfight Vanguard will dress season 2. I am a nice fan of the Cardfight Vanguard franchise. Even though I don't really play the game right now, I used to play the game a bit. I still watch it. I enjoy watching it, seeing how it goes. It's the 4th season of Overdress, so obviously if you haven't watched up to this part, then you probably won't be watching this yet, or at all, but it's for, you know, card game people. Not much to say there. Alright, and I think with that, I think we covered a lot of the different ones. There's quite a few. Obviously I won't be able to catch all of these. I might just have to pick and choose. There's some interesting ones, there's some decent ones, there's semi-interesting ones, there's average ones, you know, they're all over the place. Generally ones at the top I'll probably be watching a lot more, like the Misfitted Demon King Academy, Beaufry, some of the other interesting ones. Nier Automata seems like it'll be cool. Spy Classroom, Danmachi. Just to kind of quickly go through like what I know I'll probably be watching. Tensei Oji to Tensei, the Tsundere, one real quick. I might watch the Ice Blade Sorcerer. This one seems interesting. Obviously Pokemon. And then this for sure. But yeah, I think that will be the wrap up for what will be coming winter 2023. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.